Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Carson Thornton of East Grand Rapids football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. So, how has practice been?
It's been good. They've been long, hard, but you know what? It's fun to get out there with all the guys again. So can't
Yeah.
complain much.
Okay. So, this year, of course, as we've talked about before, I mean, you're going in as, you're the guy. And what is that like just to know? I know you've been waiting for this season for a while to, since the end of last year, but how have things kind of gone? How's the summer gone since we last talked to you and all that fun stuff?
I've gained a lot of weight. I've gained like 15, close to 20 pounds now. Weighing in around 195 to 200. So that was my ideal weight going into this season. I've gotten faster. I've gotten stronger. I've gotten more confident in the playbook now that the offense is more revolved around my skill sets and stuff like that. So it's very entwined with me, and I'm loving it. I'm very confident and very excited.
Okay, so have you had practice today yet?
Nope, I actually have practice in a few hours. Our first one is.
Okay, so there's gonna be some I don't know if you're gonna see there's a difference that you haven't done into you of course today is the first day of the shells. So
Yep.
what's that going to be like?
Oh, it's looking pretty hot right now. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's supposed to be like high 80s pads, and it's going to be hot. That's going to be like the only thing that kind of sucks about it. But other than that, we're excited. I'm very excited. Real
Okay.
football is finally starting. So
Yeah, and of course, for people that don't know, it's the first week is kind of the install week. So of course the only in helmets throughout the summer, and then of course the first 2 days, and then they go to the shells. Not quite yet the full pads on Wednesday and Thursday, and then full pads can be used beginning on Friday. So um, yeah. So what are really the next few days going to look like for you guys?
So for the next few days, we have lifting in the morning, and then we have meetings, and then we get to go home for a couple hours. Then we're going back for practice. We have a team dinner, and then more meetings, and then another practice at night. So we're just basically at the high school all day playing some football, having fun with each other.
So yeah, I mean, so yeah, how does that like, obviously you're not in school quite yet. So
No, school starts next week.
okay, so what's that going to be like knowing that you have this and then of course school's going to be starting and all that. So what's that going to be like trying to get back into the routine and everything like that?
Um, it's going to be just like same thing, just adjusting to what comes after, to what comes to you. I mean, we've kind of had to been waking up like every day early, anyways, with morning liftings throughout the entire summer. So it won't be that hard of an adjustment for all of us football players having to go to school all day and then being able to practice football at night. So it should be an easy and nice transition for us.
Okay. So going into this season, as we talked about before, and we obviously talked a bit with when Coach Shattuck and of course a couple of your teammates came on, that the schedule is going to be a little different this year, obviously with the whole with the realignment with the OK conference, with football only divisions, and then obviously the divisions for all the remaining sports. So what is that going to be like for you to get used to new teams and stuff like that? Planning for new teams that you really haven't seen.
It's gonna be different, of course. I mean, we're not used to seeing the teams that we're gonna see on the schedule. There are some of them that we do play every year, but we're gonna be ready for those. And then for the new guys, I mean, it's gonna be having to watch extra film, to be honest with you. Like you have to learn new tendencies, you have to learn what different coverages they do and stuff like that. So it's just gonna be a whole different pre like readiness week, I would say.
Okay. So let's ask you this. Let's go inside your head a little bit. How do you get ready for a game? I think I've asked you this, but I'll remind everybody how.
I usually like to get to the high school about like around 4 or 5, just like I feel like a while before the game, and just sit in the locker room, listen to music, just calm myself down. I like to walk laps around the high school, to be honest, like just walk and pace and just like get my body moving and stuff like that. Um, and then I always have like a pregame meal before, And then always before I always go out, blast music on a speaker and warm up with some of my wide receivers. So
Yeah. Have you gotten, now that you're kind of taking snaps, full time and stuff like that, what's it been like talking with the receivers, talking with the O-line and all that?
it's been pretty good. I mean, last year I technically still was the starter. Even I started every game, but we
Right.
did like we split time and stuff.
Right.
So I mean, I guess it's kind of the same as last year. We just have a few new linemen that are stepping into a bigger role this year. The receivers, we have two receivers that are stepping into a way bigger role this year because last year we had Tommy and Charlie and Ian and all that. So we have a few new guys that are going to be taking a big step for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. I must ask this. What's on Carson's playlist?
I'm gonna be honest. Ever since we lost to Coopersville last year, our hype video song was put on by Kanye West, and we lost. So I've had that on my playlist ever since because I'm trying to get back to the playoffs and win more games. But I have a lot of Rod Wave, like to calm me down. He has nice calming music and stuff like that, and some country.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so Carson, I know you've appeared on here a couple times, but let's get to know you a little bit.
Sounds
I
good.
think I don't think we've asked you the this year's 10 burning questions. So here we go. Let's do that. Okay, do you feel like you can get more things done in the morning or at night?
At night.
Okay. What is the hardest class you've ever taken?
Huh. I'm not much of a grammar guy, so it'd have to be my English class last year was pretty hard.
Okay, what is a food that you will never eat?
Tomatoes.
Okay, let's clarify something. This does not include pizza sauce, does it?
Nope.
Okay.
I will never eat a like a straight tomato. Never.
That's the most, I've actually heard that a couple times ever since I've asked that question. So it's just, yeah, it's not a lot of people are fans of tomatoes.
I feel like they need to restaurants need to take tomatoes out of the unless someone asks for a tomato on their burger, I feel like they should automatically put a tomato on their burger. It's just yeah.
Well, yeah, they just put it's like, do you want cheese on it? It's like, no. Do you want it plain? And then you can put all the toppings. It's okay, because so sometimes they put like the lettuce and the tomato and the onion, so all of that's on the side there. So it's like,
Yeah.
you want to choose out that. And then, or some people just put like ketchup and mustard. It's like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ugh. What's the biggest thing people don't understand about high school football?
It's a lot of work. It's like, I mean, it's the stage before college football. So I mean, it's a very large commitment that people don't realize. Like your summer, you kind of do not have a summer if you're wanting to play high school football at a high level.
Yeah. Okay. Now, before I ask this question, just think this could be absolutely anything. What is the biggest thing on your bucket list right now?
Winning a state championship.
That's on everybody's bucket list. I was looking for like a more creative answer, like
Creative answer.
like
Something on my
skydiving
bucket
or
list.
something.
I want to visit like a country in Africa, kind of
Okay.
go on a safari or something like that.
Go on a safari or like I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a procrastinator are you? Yes, we
Probably
have
middle of the pack.
here.
Probably middle of the pack, so like a 6,
Okay.
high 6, because there's some times where I'm excited to get my work done, and then there's other times where I guess I can push it back a little bit longer than I should. But
Yeah.
so I'd say in the middle.
Okay. You can either rank your top 5 favorite foods or you can rank your top 5 favorite restaurants.
I'll go restaurants. Okay, number 5. We have Popeyes. Love Popeyes. from Texas, so I love the fried chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Down in Texas, there's this burger place called Whataburger. That
Yes,
is number
I'm
4.
very aware of Whataburger.
Number 4 is Whataburger. Number 3, it's got to be Taco Bell. I know it might not be the best food, but like it's really cheap and it tastes amazing. So it might not be good for you, but it's still amazing. 2, it's got to be Sonic.
Yeah.
I love Sonic driving in.
Wish we had more Sonics around here.
I know. I wish. And then number 1 is Culver's. Best fast food place ever.
Okay.
Best fast food place ever.
That's great. Yeah, it's because it is. There you go.
Yes.
Okay. What's the most proudest accomplishment you've ever had?
Oh, it's a tough one. Most proudest accomplishment. I guess it would have to be winning MVP at a football university camp.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully, starting quarterback at a college would be the ideal in 5 years.
Okay. And finally, if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell young Carson?
To work harder than you did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Carson Thornton, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck this season. And yes, we'll have you on again sometime.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.